2023 Cadillac Lyriq. Costs, facts, and figures. The 2023 Cadillac Lyriq is an electric crossover and represents the first ever all-electric offering from the Cadillac brand. In an era where almost every major luxury manufacturer offers an EV, the Lyriq will be a crucial vehicle in maintaining brand relevance. The Cadillac brand is struggling as young professionals flock toward luxury brands from Europe, and this is only one of the many vehicles GM plans to use in an effort to revitalize the brand from the ground up. While it is still unclear if the Lyriq will be enough to bring buyers back to the American nameplate, its polarizing styling and excellent tech will surely get attention back to a brand that is now a stranger to headlines. Note: while we wait for official word from consumers on the upcoming Cadillac Lyriq, HotCars Costs, Facts, and Figures rating defaults to 1 out of 10. Once we start fielding what owners think of this upcoming vehicle, we'll be sure to update the score to reflect what drivers think. Going by EV rollouts of the past, brands typically launch their top trim level first before rolling out less powerful models. Cadillac is taking a decidedly different approach with the 2023 Lyriq, opting to roll out with the base single-motor variant, which goes into production this summer. The dual-motor variant will arrive sometime in 2023. The base Lyriq features a 100 kWh battery pack that utilizes a single electric motor that produces 340 horsepower and 325 pound-feet of torque. The Lyriq can accept fast charge rates up to 190 kilowatts, which translates to a recharge time of 0 to 80% in about 30 minutes. This number is slightly higher than some EV newcomers because of the massive size of the Cadillac's battery, which is necessary given the vehicle's substantial weight of 5,688 pounds. The EPA tells consumers to expect 312 miles of range in mixed-use driving, putting it above its main competitors, the Audi e-tron and the Tesla Model Y. Despite its radically modern exterior, the 2023 Cadillac Lyriq emphasizes comfort, something absent in the current Cadillac lineup. In taking guidance from the past, the Lyriq will capture the attention of young and old alike. As an EV, it is not trying to be something that it is not. The Lyriq confidently reaches 60 miles per hour in approximately 4.5 seconds and reaches a top speed of 130 miles per hour. Those figures are average in the luxury EV field, but the Cadillac shines in day-to-day drivability. The 5-link front and rear suspension setup allow for a forgiving ride that is adjustable by the driver via a control that switches through 4 different settings. The highly adaptive suspension doesn't lend itself well to hard driving, but the low center of gravity keeps things in check around corners. The standard 20 inches wheels are not as rough as consumers might assume, but the optional 22 inches wheels will likely make for a much harsher ride, along with some mild negative range impact. Next generation technology and cabin. The 2023 Cadillac Lyriq features passenger comfort and technology advances that set it apart from any vehicle in GM's current lineup. The consumer will immediately notice upon entering the cabin that it feels like a prototype vehicle, and GM deserves credit for staying true to the formula of the original concept. The seats beautifully cradle your torso, wing headrests prevent whiplash in a crash, and feature 2 speakers that passively enhance the sound experience of the standard 19-speaker AKG system. Directly in front of the driver sits a 3-spoke steering wheel with several controls for infotainment as well as the next-generation GM Super Cruise. Next-generation Super Cruise is the second truly hands-free driving experience to come to market. The vehicle can operate autonomously on major highways, toll roads, and interstates across the US and Canada. The system will even navigate and change lanes to overtake slower vehicles. The system will expand further as regulation permits through software updates. A system that monitors the driver's pupils makes sure the driver stays aware. The fabulous 33-inch combination driver's display and infotainment system are directly in front of the wheel. The massive screen curves to orient itself around the driver. In the gauge segment, there are clear readouts for range, speed, and energy consumption. The system is highly configurable, with the option to display media or navigation in the background. The center infotainment system runs on Google software, similar to current Volvo products. It features built-in Google Assistance and access to specific apps for the vehicle, and wireless integration for Android Auto and Apple CarPlay are both standard. Below are touch capacitive controls for the climate. The flat floor allows space in front of the console for a handbag. The center console features a rotary selector for the infotainment to quickly adjust things like volume and track without looking at the screen. The Lyriq is also a practical vehicle. The rear seat legroom is ample, and the seatbacks are adjustable. A large power rear hatch reveals a flat load floor and ample space to handle typical SUV needs. The Lyriq's rear cargo capacity is 28 CUFT with the seats up and 60.8 CUFT with the rear seats down. Underfloor storage in the rear provides space for a tire inflator and charging cables. Unfortunately, the Lyriq is missing a front trunk in both motor variants. Pricing and production. The 2023 Cadillac Lyriq features decent pricing as a vehicle, both larger and cheaper than its competition. It will surely draw consumers to the brand that would never otherwise consider Cadillac. At launch, the base RWD Lyriq begins at $62,990, with Super Cruise being the sole option. Consumers receive a plethora of options like premium audio and seat ventilation for the price. The Lyriq will enter production at GM's factory in Spring Hill, Tennessee, late this summer. The deliveries for reservation holders will arrive in October. As of June 2022, GM anticipates order fulfillment during Q1 of 2023 before it begins delivering Lyriqs as inventory at dealerships. Consumers can pre-order a Lyriq with a $100 deposit at any Cadillac dealer. Upon the time your car enters serial production, you can provide payment or financing upon delivery to the participating dealer. Overall, the Lyriq is an exciting and essential product for the Cadillac brand that is hopefully the first of a long list of tricks GM will be utilizing to revitalize the Cadillac brand.